What's up, dude? Welcome back to Islantiles. This is a roguelike island building deck builder game. And in my opinion, this is one of the games coming out that has the most potential. If you're seeing this, the demo should be out now. So, if you like what you see, I would definitely grab the demo and try it out. This demo has a ton of content. So you want to do that. We checked out the game in the first video. We did the Wanderer difficulty. We're going to bump it up to Sailor here. Introduces luxuries, island wealth increased at a faster rate. We're going to play. We're going to jump right in. If you didn't see the first video, this will make sense pretty quickly, okay? So you have an island here. You have your cards here. And basically you have a score that you have to get to each island. As you accomplish that score, you'll move on to a harder island, okay? Does that make sense? Your cards, basically, they consume resources in range, and then that's what gives you your score. It's called goods. So let's place some stuff down. It will make sense. Here's a temple. Place a building here to upgrade the building card. Let's put a cornfield here. That's not a good play. That's not a good play. Let's put a collector side here. That is definitely not a good play. Okay, so, there's not really a good place to put this. We're going to put a cornfield here. It's not ideal, but we're going to do it. So we're going to choose one of 3 blessings here. A duplicate is added to the deck. We get a plus 15 goods for every, looks like iron near it, or well per part. Or let's do iron. That actually might not be a very good synergy, but that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. We can play the amount of cards as the little hammers are bottom right above our score. And different cards take different hammer resources, basically. So we're going to jump in here. Mill actually benefits from our cornfield over here. So let's put mill, see if we can do something funny. Nothing crazy. We could do 95 over here. Let's do that. Or 105 is pretty good. We have 2 more buildings that we could do. A sawmill, huh? That's pretty cool. Winery. We could do a collector's hut here. This takes fruit and river. We don't really have a lot of fruit here, do we? Or is this fruit? Let's see what we can do here. 60. Again, you can kind of brute force it and like hover over every single tile, but I don't like that. Let's put a fruit tree right here. And now we have 1 more building thing. Your score is obviously tallied up, and what you'll see in just a moment is at the end of the... I'm trying to put a fishery down here. Not really that many good spots for it. I guess we'll put it in this 35 zone. Once you use all of your building currency, it's going to end the season, and it factors in your productivity, and a ton of stuff affects productivity. And that's the multiplier on your score, basically. So you place buildings around to collect score, and then your productivity is a multiplier, and that's, it balls out of control. It's crazy. Let's collect our coins. We have a shop in between until our next island. We could get a nice little cornfield card. I'm gonna... The first video I did green cards, so I'm not gonna focus too much on that. We have the school here. Adds a blue school to the following island. So we could actually increase the tier of our buildings by this. I'm not a big blue card guy, though. You know what I mean? Trade route. Adds a trade route to the following island. The building is placed on top. The building card is destroyed. And the trade value for this increases by 0.01 productivity per thing. Interesting. I'm not... Let's see if we can figure out trade routes a little bit later. We also have... These are technologies, which are kind of like relics in other roguelike games. We already have a technology here. At the end of the season, you get +2 multiplier, basically, is what that means. Beekeeping, this is the same build I did last time, and I don't want to do it. Spyglass, on play, we get 0.75 productivity per height of the tile. That seems kind of cool. Maybe we'll do a mountain build. You know what I'm saying? Let's add a temple. And let's just go to the next island. The first couple islands are pretty easy. We just did spring on the last island. There's spring. You have 4 seasons, basically, to get the required amount of score. So, Yeah. Let's do a woodcutter. I don't know if that's that good. Let's do an iron mine. 40. Let's see if we can go up here. Maybe 50 right in this little nook. Let's do it. We also should get some productivity boost. Yeah, because the height of the tile. I love that. The technologies, I want to praise the technologies because they really encourage you to play in a different way. And it's kind of like your builds in your run. I really like it. It's so cool. We have a mint, but a mint kind of benefits from gold mines, and we only have an iron mine, so we're not going to place that yet. We don't have to go crazy here. Let's do a shell collector and then a jeweler. So we need clams and I don't know what that is. Coral or something. Let's place it right here for a 55 spot. And then we're not going to get any bonus because it did say sea level was not. There's no height because it's sea level, right? Let's do our jeweler, which takes clams and coral as well. And we can put it on the temple. I like that. We're going to upgrade this card. A duplicate. Spices gives 30 goods per spices. So I wonder if that's a resource on the field somewhere. I think we do reef because it already benefits from the reef, right? So we could actually just buff it. We definitely want to do that. Let's do that. We have one more building that we could go ahead and do as well. And I'd like to do it high up in elevation here. Let's do a woodcutter up here. 40. That's about as good as we're going to get. Let's do it. And it's not a lot of points, but we do get a little multiplier for that. We're also going to get a boost end of season. So we actually, yeah, I mean, we've almost won again. But we will get to experience summer here. There's obviously spring, summer, and basically each season is like a turn, I would say. Spring, summer, fall, winter. If you don't complete your required score by winter, you lose. So you got to be careful. We could do a smelter. Smelter is going to be really good here. And we can also play it high up in elevation. Smelter benefits from our iron mine here. I saw a 145 here. I think that's going to be kind of what we do. Let's send it in. Boom. And it's going to be pretty high up in elevation here. Kinda. I like that. I like that. We could also do a gold mine, but there's not a lot of gold ore. So we won't stress too much about that. We have a winery that benefits from this collector's hut. Could we do some fruit tree action? Fruit tree and river gets a bonus here. Now, we don't have a lot of fruit trees. I really don't want to play this. This is fine, I guess, though. We'll do that. And we'll put the winery right near it. This also benefits from fruit trees and rivers. We want to kind of place it high up in elevation as well. So we get that multiplier increase on it. We didn't really need to sweat too much on this season because we needed like 100 points. But I don't want to get too complacent. You know what I'm saying? I want to be careful. Yeah, I think this game has a sickening amount of potential. I think it's already really amazing, and I'm just excited for the full release of the game. It's going to be next year, and I know there is a ton of content planned, and that it just excites me so much. I'm so excited. Trade ships not discovered. On the start of an island, it places a pier, and a pier at the end of spring, a trade ship arrives and unloads its cargo at the pier. Collect the cargo by placing a building next to it and get +4 coins. Let's do that. So it's going to put so we have to put a building near this. Oh no, at the end of spring. So on spring, we don't mess with anything here. Let's grab that. I think that's really cool. And I haven't been a big fan of the fruit tree situation. I think we do a temple. I don't know. We'll do a fisher too. I'm just trying to stay away from the green cards because I did it last run. How much gold do we have? 6. We're going to save up our gold a little bit. I will reroll next shop. Look at this. Tons of fruit trees now. I wish I got the that other card. So where's that so here's our pier. This is going to be where the ship arrives. Where's our temple at? It's over here to the right. So we want to place like an iron... Oh, dude, an iron mine on there would be pretty nasty. I like that. We can upgrade our iron mine now. On play, get a card. I'm not too crazy about that. I think river, we could have a potential for rivers being near our iron. So let's grab that. That's going to make that card a lot more appealing to play next time. We have a shipyard as well. So we could do Fisher into shipyard. That might be cool. The only problem is that's not really congruent with our spyglass technology, so I'm not crazy about that, not gonna lie. We just don't have a very good hand right now. We're just gonna do it. Fisher is gonna go. We need coral and fish. I think this is obviously the best place to put it right here. That gives us some points. And we're putting stuff at sea level, so we're not really getting any bonuses, but that's okay. You know, it's not the end of the world. I'm not gonna lie, this shipyard is not a good get. 70 points? I'm not crazy about it. I think we do collector's hut. Somewhere cute. That's an 80 spot. I think we do 80 spot, and then we're going to put the winery near that. And it's higher up in elevation, too. I wonder if we could put winery maybe even a step up higher. 120. Yeah, we're going to have to put it down here a little bit. 120. Let's put it on the 140 right here. I think that's huge. We also got some great elevation from that. So let's see where we're at the end of spring here. We got a nice little multiplier. I'm not complaining about that at all. We almost are not being able to see summer. We're doing so good. It's not going to stay that easy, but we got our ship here. So at the end of spring, a trade ship arrives and unloads its cargo at the pier. Collect the cargo by placing a building next to it. I feel like we can do that. Pretty easily, actually. By doing something like, let's do our shell collector in a jeweler, potentially. 50 right here, and then that's going to collect the luxury goods. Yeah? Oh, so oh no, it's not luxury goods. That's just getting gold. We got some gold bonus. I'm not mad about that at all, brother. So now we can put our jeweler here. And we can put it a little higher up in elevation. And I am going to sacrifice a little bit of points here to put it higher up in elevation to focus on our multiplier. I think that's important. I mean, and we don't have to sweat right now. We need 300 points. We're fine. Cool. We have 2 more building things. Let's put a smelter over here. Smelters are always good. We already have an iron mine as well. Plus, it's high up in elevation. That's going to come into play later. It's going to be great. Again, we are curb stomping these early islands. But I was, at the end of the last run, I was already kind of sweating, so it's not going to stay this easy. I promise you that. The fall is so pretty. I love the art style of this game, too. It's really beautiful. The clouds that are slowly going over. Okay. Graveyard not discovered. On end of season, +4 multiplier per brown card with at least tier 2 in the discard pile. So tier 2 brown cards need to be played for this to be beneficial. End of season ×1 production, which does nothing, but it gains +0.7 times when visiting a temple. And we do use temples quite often. It's an investment though, and it might be a little too late. There's 8 islands and we're already on island 3. But I don't want really, I'm not too interested in the graveyard this run. We could do graveyard and then buy this tavern. You know what I mean? And a butcher. There's some decent stuff to grab, man. I do like an upgraded smelter. Tier 2. So what does tier 2 mean? Does that mean, I think it's the silver or above? We're gonna grab the graveyard, and we're gonna specialize into brown cards. We're doing it. We have 9 coins left. We could definitely reroll. Can't afford any more technologies. Trade route. Adds a trade route to the following island. When a building is placed on top, the building card is destroyed and the trade value for diamonds is increased. I'm curious on how you actually earn these. I wonder if there's different building cards where we can earn these. Adds a trade. Maybe we should just grab one so we could discover this. You know what I mean? And I think we do that. Let's grab this trade route. Let's grab this temple. And a jeweler 2 is interesting. But again, I don't really want to specialize into like ocean, like sea level stuff. Okay, where's that trade route? That's what I want to look into. This is the pier. This is the trade route. Place a building here to destroy the building card and increase the trade value for spices. Well, let's see what happens. Let's just put something there. Like, we don't need this low-level fisher, and we could get a little bit of points for it. Let's just see what happens. So it's going to destroy the fisher. Oh, and it gave me... I don't have any of these luxuries, but the multiplier has gone up on it. I wonder how you earn those. I'm sure I'll figure it out as the run goes on, so let's keep doing our thing here. We don't have a lot of gold ore. We could do a gold mine on here. That's not very good, though, unfortunately. A mint would be a lot better. We could do both, though. Let's do gold mine. Ugh, this is bad. It's just not a good time to play a gold mine. We'll do a gold mine here, and then we'll do a mint here. And we're going to upgrade the mint. Wood's not usually near it. Fruit, none of these. I guess wood would probably have the best chance to be near it. I guess we'll do that. It's not ideal. Not going to lie. It's okay. We're playing some high elevation stuff, so we're getting some multipliers, which I appreciate. We have one more building that we could do. Let's do a woodcutter over yonder. Something like that. Remember, we haven't got our trade ship in, so there's no point in putting the building here yet, I don't think. I will say, we did get like some multiplier here. Interesting. So we need 4,700 more. Let's see what we can do here. So we have this graveyard. Brown card with at least tier 2 in the discard pile. We need to do tier 2. So Butcher 3 and Tavern 2. I'm assuming that the tier is the number next to it, right? I think this is probably our best bet here. Is to go Butcher 3. You know? Place it on like a... And I know I'm ignoring the trade ship, but I need to focus on points right now. Let's go boom. And then we can play the Tavern 2 here. And this benefits from meat and fruit trees. Look at this. 340 is pretty solid. 370? I think we do 340, but we invest in a little bit of a higher elevation, if you will. Let's do it. Yeah, we grabbed all that stuff back. Yeah. So we smashed this. Yeah, we got a huge amount of multiplier. Okay, so that relic's pretty strong if you are playing those brown cards. And we smashed the goal there. Cool. Interesting. And we got the Butcher and the Tavern 2 again. So you can kind of just spam that strat. Interesting. Let's grab our coins. Let's move on. Spyglass on play. Oh, we could do another Spyglass? Screw it. We might as well, right? The trade route, I'm going to skip on the trade route for now. There might be something we learn in a different run because I'm kind of wrapping my mind around the synergies and stuff still, you know what I mean? I think we do a mint 3. You know? It just buffs up gold like crazy. So let's grab mint 3. Let's grab a temple. Again, I'm not big on ocean stuff, and we only have 2 gold left, so there's no point in re-rolling. It's a huge map here. Look at this. A lot of water here, rivers and stuff. Okay. Here's our temple in the mountains. We don't really have any ore. Excuse me, a little hiccup there. We don't have any ore, really. The Tavern 2 is kind of the only brown card that we have, tier 2 brown card that we have access to. So I think we do play it. Meat and fruit trees. We might as well just play it, right? Like, although it's not really earning us a lot, is it? 270 though. What's up with that? Oh, just a lot of meat over here. I see. It is pretty high up to 300. It is pretty high up in elevation as well. I think this is a good get. That's going to give us some... What is that going to... Oh, it actually boosts us up multiple now because we have multiple of the spyglasses. I love that. Our graveyard gives a +4 multiplier for playing that card. That's great. We could do some ship stuff here. Maybe a shell collector into a jeweler here real quick. Looking for shell. I think that in the middle there is pretty good. I think we do it there, though, because we're going to need to put the jeweler near it. And that was a misplay because I don't even have enough building to do that. But we could do a little cornfield situation. Corn, river, and iron ore. Forgot that we buffed it up for iron ore. I think 75 right here is probably our best bet. It's a tiny bit of elevation, too. We take it. We're already at ×4. Yeah. ×16, bro. Okay, so hold on a second. We got some serious boosts from our luxuries there, I think. I'm going to have to pay attention a little bit more next time we score. Okay, let's focus on this temple so we can upgrade our card here. And again, I'm not doing the trade ship, but I'm just not hurting on money really. So, you know what I'm saying? Like if we have like an extra, like instead of the cornfield or something, we probably should have put a building near there. Oh no, the ship wasn't here yet. Never mind. I'm just thinking out loud. Excuse me. Let's do gold mine here. We're going to upgrade this. Destroys the card, gives +4 golds per card upgrade. Interesting. We want to do mountains here. I think that's pretty no-brainer. But the cleansing fire is interesting to me. I'm not really sure how I can use that. I'm still kind of learning, but that's okay. We could put a mint near here as well. It's not super effective. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of bad, actually, but it's 2. I think we do want to play the butcher. So let's just hold off on that. Let's do hunter. And what does the tavern benefit from? We don't know. Let's do hunter. He likes, what does he like? He likes meat and water. I think we do here. It's a little elevation too. So we're getting some multipliers. And then I think we put a butcher right near it. And that's actually going to be a brown card that increases our gravestone thing. 240, I feel like it's pretty good. It's nothing to sneeze at, if you will. That's going to be a nice little boost. I'm really trying to manipulate, or I'm trying to take advantage of the productivity, the multiplier here. Oh, we still have one left too. Okay, cool. Why don't we do a fisher over here? I mean, it's just pointless. I guess we do a gatherer right here. And then we'll be able to grab those goods. Get a little money. Might as well, right? Is that okay? So that's money. Gotcha. So the cleansing fire gives you money based on the upgrades of the card. Gotcha. That was a 22 multiplier, by the way. Just want to remind you of that. I believe our strategy is working. We still haven't even needed to mess with fall at all. So that's cool. We're full on technologies here, so we're not really going to be too concerned with this. We can sell them. Like the trade ships one, maybe we sell it. Rune forging. +2 productivity each season, -2 hand size. That's rough. That's an interesting situation there. Bone alchemy. End of season, +6 productivity per 3 building. I don't even know what you would say. The cost of buildings. So you get +6 productivity per 3 cost of buildings in discard pile. Oh, it's 3 building. Okay, so it's like this one. It takes 3. Gotcha. I feel like we do play those sometimes, but is that worth grabbing a relic? I definitely don't want rune forging. I'm not feeling it. Let's try it. We're gonna sell trade ships, and we're gonna buy bone alchemy. I almost want to buy fish market, but it's not our style. School? It's a green school. Let's get a green school. Let's get a temple. And let's preserve our money here. I think we're still in a pretty good spot. We're on island 6 of 8. So we got some time here. This is going to be where we put a green card. And it's going to be pretty important here. Although these are not very good options here, unfortunately. Cornfield gives us nothing. And a winery gives us nothing. We might have to do that next turn. You know? We don't have any tier 2 brown cards available either. This is kind of rough. I'm not going to lie to you. So, oh man, this is a rough draw, isn't it? Let's do a hunter. Kind of over here. 65 is pretty good. I think we do 55 and we get some productivity from it. The multiplier is just too good. And it's even more incentivizing to go higher in elevation, sacrifice a little bit of score because we have 2 relics that do that, or 2 technologies, sorry. A lot of games call them relics. Forgive me. And so from that, we want to do butcher. This is meat and river. I think a 125 spot here is pretty good. That is on sea level, I believe, so it's not going to do much for us there. That's okay. +5 river. So I wonder what this means. So does this contribute each one? Do you get like a diamond for... Because it looks like if you get river or mountains, you get diamond. And if you get coral or river... Or I'm sorry, not river, maybe lake? Whatever. If you get one of these, you get a diamond. If you get one of these, you get spices. I'm going to keep my eye on that. That's interesting. We also have our temple right here at the base of the mountain. We could honestly throw an iron mine on here. It's not that good, though. It's really not. Woodcutter. Ugh. This is a rough hand, man. We'll do iron mine here. It's not ideal, but it is what it is. Gives 30 goods per gem. But I have no gems. Duplicates added to the... Let's do wild animals. It's rough. I want to really mess around with the luxuries, but I'm also still trying to wrap my mind around the game, you know? I don't want to do any stupid misplays. We have one more building thing. Let's just put it on here. There's nothing around the school, bro. And we need a green card on there. Let's just put a cornfield on there. Okay. So I believe we earned this collector's hut too from the school, I believe. I think. I might be wrong about that. That's okay. That was a rough turn. We're going to be fine though. We got our tavern, we got our butcher. Everything is fine. So here we 100% play butcher into tavern. Never been more sure of anything in my life. I think we do butcher here. which is interesting. Oh no, butcher's here. 300 something spot. And then we're going to place our tavern up on some elevation a little bit. We need meat and fruit tree. 280. Yeah, I think we do 250. And we benefit from the elevation. And this turn is going to go absolutely bananas. I promise you that. I guarantee you it's going to be crazy. Let's see. So we get 2 molt, 6 molt, 8 molt. How many points is this? 10k. We are having to play into fall finally, though. So it's getting a little tighter. We could do another butcher. And honestly, I just think we do that. Yeah, it's a tier up too, so we might as well. So we're gonna get some good multipliers there. And then I think we put a gold mine down somewhere. This 130 right here, boom. And then I think we put our mint down here too. And it's really high in elevation as well. Or not really high, but it's a good option. We have like, if you look at it, we have a very flat island this time. So, I mean, look at the art style, by the way. This is one of like the prettiest roguelike games I've played. You could zoom in, look at like the waterfalls. Like that's so good. All right, anyway. Let's go. I think we go 100 here. 110's pretty good. We'll just do that. I'm pretty sure we're gonna win here. Let's see. 420 by 13.8. That's gonna be a win. So now we're gonna get to island 7 of 8. It's getting pretty tight. It's getting pretty tight. We have 14 gold. I'm not concerned with the Collector's Hut 3. Let's do temple. Let's do a school. Let's do a trade route. I didn't even look at the relics. I mean, I'm happy with our build, man. Markets. On the start of an island, it places a great market. A great market gives you 100... Oh, this is so cool, man. At the end of the season, you get 100 goods per buildings placed in range. Oh, that would be so fun. I really want to take that sometime. Dynamite. On play, -1 production and 300 goods if the card is gray. Right, so that's if you're playing like smelters and mines and stuff. Interesting, interesting. We can't afford it anyway, so I'm not too tempted. Let's see what's going on here. Here's our trade route. We can place a building here. Here's our school, and then here's our temple. Again, you know, we gotta prioritize our brown cards. That's our builds. So we can place that on a butcher 3 on the temple, or a tavern 3 on the temple. I think we do the butcher 3 on the temple. And we can now do a blessing. We could do berries. Or we could wish and duplicate it, man. I feel like there's a chance of fruit trees being around. We should definitely do the berries. Let's do it. That's a really good upgrade, too. 45 per fruit tree around, too. Love to see that. Now, we want to put our tavern down. The tavern benefits from wild animals and fruit trees. 190, 250, 280. Looks like 280 is going to be a pretty good spot here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I'm getting sucked into the game here. I forget, like, I'm just playing the game. I'm having a blast. I forget that I'm making a video to, you know, show off this game. And I mean, if I could tell you anything, it's that, like, you will blink and time passes when you play this game. It's that type of video game. If you like city builders at all and roguelike games, it mixes the two genres so well, in my opinion. And it has that Balatro scoring. Oh, it's so addicting. Okay. We definitely want to put something on the school here. I think a gold mine would be a fabulous thing to do. So we got an iron mine too from that, I believe. I think. I'm pretty sure I know how schools work, but maybe I don't. We could put the iron up here. Why? Like, why am I doing that? Butcher. We have a tavern. I kind of want to put some of these green cards down, but let's keep doing our thing. Let's do it. Let's do that. It's higher in elevation. We get a ton of score from that too. That's a plus 4.5 multiplier for that is huge. We could also do a smelter here. 125 looks like that's probably our best bet. Let's put that down. Again, that's going to be more multipliers. And I'm not going to complain at that at all, brother. We still have something to do. Why don't we just put a fisher over here on this trade route? Place the building here to destroy. Do we want to destroy that? It has an upgrade on it, but we're not really playing blue cards, so do we really care? Place a building here to destroy the building card and increase the trade value for gems. I'm going to do it. We have upgraded this. I see that. And then plus 10 mount. So let's see what happens. This went away. I don't know. I don't understand how the luxury goods work, and I need to kind of dial in and probably pay attention a little bit more. It's a new mechanic, you know. It's the first run I've done with that new mechanic, so I'm, you know, trying to wrap my mind around it. I think the best bet here is to do our classic butcher tavern situation. 125 here, and then we're probably gonna put our tavern right in the middle here. 440. I'm just gonna play it. It's just good, you know. We're in fall and we need 1,000 points. And I'll tell you right now, we got 1,000 points. We 100% got 1,000 points. Cool. All right. This is what winter looks like. It's a vibe. We're not going to see it this time, but this is our last island of the run until we win the run. Trading post 3 is nice. Smelter 3 is nice. I think we stick with our situation though. Rune forging, we're not going to get that. After work party. End of season +2 multiplier per unused building thing. Interesting. I'm not going to get that, but it is interesting. I wonder how you could use this effectively in a run. I'm sure there is ways. I'm not too worried about a school anymore because it's our last island. Alchemy. Buy this on play, you get +5. On play, you get +5 goods per coins. That's for every card you play. You get a bonus. So if I kept like a ton of money on me, that would be really good. But I would need to buy it for 7 coins anyway, so I'm not stressed about that. Let's get a temple. Excuse me. I apologize. Let's get a temple. We might as well spend our money, right? We don't really need, like, we don't use mines that much. Let's reroll. Temple. We're going full temple. Now let's move on. Let's move on. Look at this. It's like split. I've never seen an island like that. This could prove to be pretty... dude, honestly, it's really neutering our strategy. We might lose here. We need to get 42k points. And we can't do our butcher thing, really, because we don't have a lot of like wild animals and stuff. I mean, we have enough. Don't get me wrong. I think we play this 330 here. I think that's beneficial. And I think we play the collectors as a investment, because I believe our tavern benefits from collector's huts. The only thing is he just sucked all the resources out of that. I know this seems crazy, but I think that's rough. I don't know if I want to do that. Winery. 90. 115 solid. All right, we'll do that. This is rough. This is rough. We don't have a lot of high elevation over here, and we don't have a lot of wild animals and trees and stuff. We still got 5,000 points. I know it's nothing close to what we need, but we're going to be okay here. We got our tavern. So I think we do butcher into tavern. 65. Oh, man, that is not a lot. I mean, I guess we do it, though. Like, what are we going to do, man? And then we do tavern. It does butchers and collectors. It benefits from 400 here. I think we got to do 410 here. Let's do 410 here. We're gonna hope that I'm doing enough here, man. I'm getting a little nervous. If I lose at the end here, I think it's the RNG of the island, unfortunately. We're going into fall with not even half of our points got. That's not a good place to be. I'll tell you that right now. I think we pivot and we go over to here and we have gold everywhere. We have no iron, man. I think we do a temple and then we do a smelter. Let's do well prepared, I guess. Get an extra card next time we play that. Oh, no, we get it now, too. Cool. We have 2 mints. I think a smelter. A mint. This mint's nice. 480 is actually quite impressive. What can we do with a smelter? Not 480, I'll tell you that. Let's do 480 on our mint. Might as well. Little elevation situation as well. And I kind of want to put a butcher just to do the ×4 molt. But this mint does not do near as much. I think we do the butcher. 195. Yeah. We get a little elevation here, but more importantly, we put a brown card here for graveyard. I like it. We also got some diamonds there for some reason. Again, I'm not following why I'm getting that, and that's on me. I got a lot to pay attention to here, okay? I think we do tavern. That seems pretty obvious. We should get a boatload of resources for that because there's so many butchers. Let's do tavern here. Is the music winter themed right now? Does the music change per season? Have I not noticed that? Or does it just feel like that because it's snowing? Look how pretty this game is. All right, anyway. We could do iron mine on a temple. I don't think that's the play, though. I think we put another butcher down. We should have done it before we put the tavern down, unfortunately. I believe we win, personally. There's nothing really high elevation here for us. This is rough, man. I think we do a hunter. This is rough, man. A jeweler might be better. Yeah, let's do a jeweler. Put it on the temple over there. And let's do mountains for the jeweler. I hope that's going to be enough to push us up here. I think it will be. I'm pretty confident. 9? Okay, yeah, we're good. Yeah, we crushed it. I mean, it didn't crush it. Like, we did okay. Cool, island settled. Well done, you conquered this difficulty level. Your skills will truly be put to the test on the next island where you can compete for the top spot on the leaderboard. Let's do it. I'm not interested in any of these. Let's reroll. We're looking for brown tier cards. which is a woodcutter. That's huge. We absolutely buy that, and we buy temples. And then we go to the next island. So this is our last island. Now we're just going for a high score here. So we're going to go pretty quick here. I'm not too stressed. We did win the run, though, which is cool. I'm very happy. Let's do a butcher. I saw 330 spot. I don't see how we beat that, personally. This is a way better map for our build as well. So we're going to crush it. Tavern. Tavern, we're not getting as much here. Although, here we go. It's because it's on a temple. Probably should have upgraded it long ago. That's okay. One range is nice for that. Berry incretion is nice. Let's do a berry incretion. I like that. That's going to be our spring turn here. I think it's going to be a really good turn. Times 24. Love to see it. First turn, we get 15.9k points. I like that. We have our woodcutter here. We could also turn that into a sawmill situation. So we need wood and water. I like a 195 here. I think that's our best situation. And then we're going to place another woodcutter kind of in the same area. He's not going to get a whole lot of points, but, you know, he's going to do his best. 35. So and then we're going to put a sawmill here. This isn't as nice as I thought it was, but that's okay. 110. Yeah, we'll put it on the outside over here. That's fine. Honestly, that wasn't that good. I'm not going to lie. That was not that good. We could do a gatherer over here, though, on this side. And I say that because... Or, you know, we'll put it right on the edge here. Because when I play another tavern, I'm going to want the tavern to be kind of in this zone, I think. We shall see. This wasn't terrible. This wasn't terrible at all. It was a better turn than last time. Or it was very similar as last time. Interesting. We got no tier 2 brown cards on this turn, so that's pretty heartbreaking. I'm not exactly happy about that. We're gonna do an iron mine here. Because it lets us draw a card as well. We didn't get lucky. That's okay. We're going to do an additional iron mine here. And then we're going to put a smelter here as well. We're not going to get a ton of points here, but, you know, we're doing our best, okay? That's all you can ask from me, you know? I'm just a humble guy trying to make his way in the world. I'm looking at these mountains getting tallied up. Wonder if you collect enough of those, maybe it turns into a gem? Potentially. Let's put a hunter over yonder, like so. We'll put it on the temple. Why not? And then we want to buff up wild animals, because that's what it does anyway. And let's do our winter turn, and that's going to be the end of the video right here. Listen, while I'm taking my winter turn, I'm not going to really explain what I'm doing. I just kind of want to summarize my thoughts. If this game appeals to you at all, yes, it plays just as good as it looks. Just to confirm to you, the demo is free. I mean, it's a phenomenal game. You know what I mean? Like, I can't speak high enough of this game. I'm trying to figure out a way to explain it in a transparent, honest way. Like, I got no stake in this game, you know? Like, I just like really good games. And for some reason, this game just scratches an itch, dude. Like, and you can kind of tell from the second you start playing it, too. Like, it feels good. It's satisfying to play. And it's like a well-crafted, well-designed game. You know, there is brilliant minds behind this game, and it's important to recognize that. So if this does appeal to you, you know, I would really recommend you download the demo. It's out today. If you're not watching this video when it releases, it's been out. What are you doing? And at the very least, wishlist it. This game comes out next year. And it's going to be a good one. I know for a fact there's going to be tons of more content. And in fact, look at this. Because we beat the run on a more difficulty. We're unlocking new mechanics. Meditation. Oh no, this is a technology. We visited 10 temples, so we unlocked this. On play, plus 1 temple on the next island. If the card has at least 2 upgrades. Oh, I see. Plus 1 temple on the island if the card has at least 2 upgrades. Up to 10 temples on the island. Okay, so you can go crazy with temples. That's interesting. We got a new technology, frugality, because we settled Island 8 as a sailor. At the end of season, you gain 0 productivity. At the end of season, it gains 0.1 productivity if no luxury is scored. So it's kind of an anti-luxury situation. I like it. Again, I've gushed enough about this game between the first video and this video. If it gives you an idea of how I'm feeling about this game, I can't do this, but I want to just record another video and just do a series of Islantiles, because that's how good this game hits. Go get the demo. Trust me, you won't regret it. I'll talk to you later, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.